Cubs hosting the Brewers, and the Brewers are minus 145 on the money line. The Cubs are plus 122 on the run line. The over-under is 7.5 runs. The Brewers are plus 118 laying a run and a half on the run line, and the Cubs getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 140. Both of these pitchers have pitched against the opposing team last season. I know that these are different teams, but at least you have some feedback on how they've done against the opposing team. Now, Burns, when he pitched against the Cubs, the Brewers were 0-3 against the Cubs in the appearances that he had. And Stroman, when he pitched against the Brewers, the Cubs were 2-1 against the Brewers. Burns pitched against the Cubs on opening day last year in Chicago, and the Cubs won that game 5-4. He went 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 of which were earned. He pitched against them on May 1st. He went 7 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They lost that game 2-0. And then in the third game, he went 7 innings, no runs, no earned, and the Cubs won that game 2-1. So talk about having no run support in the appearances that he pitched. Now, Stroman's first appearance against the Brewers was last year on April 10th. He went 5 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They lost that game 5-4. Then he pitched against Corbin at Milwaukee. 7 innings, no runs, no earned. They won that game 2-0. And in his third appearance was on August 20th. He went 7 2/3, 2 runs, 2 earned. They won that game 6-5 in 11 innings. Now, head-to-head, the home team is 6-4. The home team is on a 2-game winning streak. The Brewers are on a 2-game winning streak against the Cubs. The Cubs are 6-4 against the Brewers in their last 10. The underdog is 6-4 on the money line. The favorite has won the last 2 games. The underdog, getting a run and a half, is 6-4 in their last 10. There have been 5 one-run games in their last 10 meetings. The under is 5-4-1 in their last 10 games, and the under 7.5 is also 6-4 in their last 10. The last game they played against each other, the Brewers beat the Cubs 9-7. The game before that, the Brewers beat the Cubs 7-0. The game before that, the Cubs beat the Brewers 4-3 in Milwaukee. The game before that, the Brewers beat the Cubs 5-2. I just like the Cubs here in this situation. Even though Burns didn't give up a lot of runs against the Cubs, he had absolutely no run support when he pitched against them. So I'm going to take the Cubs with the money line. I'm going to take the Cubs getting the runs. And when both of these pitchers were on the mound last year, there wasn't a lot of runs scored, so I'm going under. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.